So have you guys heard of people who say, "Oh, guys only stay friends with girls who they think are attractive"? Have you heard of that?
Did we talk about this already?
I feel like we talked about it like off podcast.
Why do we ever talk about anything off a podcast?
Yeah.
But do you
guys are only friends with people they actually think are good looking?
yeah, guys
Which I don't think is true.
Like friend groups or like
Just like, what do you mean?
like so the question is like, do you like would you continue to be continue to be friends with someone you think is attractive but you can't date?
Yep.
Yeah. I feel like that's a.
No.
Oh, I thought she was making like a face.
Like, no.
No.
She was thinking.
Like,
sorry.
what if you're
I'm sorry.
You're like,
I was like, oh shit.
what if you
you know,
dated
Sabrina was making like a face, and like it looked like she was about to spill some tea, but she's actually.
what if you dated or liked someone and then like or somehow you find them attractive, like, and either you
And then you became friends.
Yeah, you became friends. Like, I think this would make more sense if it was like if you thought someone was attractive or you tried dating someone and it ended up not working. Like, would you still continue to be friends with them because you like them or that you think they're attractive?
I've never really like sneakily pursued someone under the guise of like being friendly. Like, most of the times when I like hit someone up, like, because I'm interested in them, like, I try to be straight up because I have no interest in really like pandering about. Like, I don't want to really like. I mean, like, being friends with someone first is like very valid, and like hang out with them, see if you get along before you like pursue it or whatever. But I never really like try to get into someone's circle and be friends because I'm interested in them. You know, like, I just be straight up about it. So I've never really fallen into a friendship with someone who I was like trying to get at initially. And I've rarely like developed feelings for someone who I was with like close friends with.
Mm-hmm. Kind of like,
I don't know.
yeah, I feel like for some, I don't speak for everyone out there, but I know they're like, I think this comes from guys who are like, who date someone and then the relationship doesn't work out, but then they stay friends with them to keep them as like eye candy. Like, oh, like, I keep looking at, like, I can, you know, they're attractive. So like, if they're close to me, then like,
That's weird.
Yeah, that's weird. I wouldn't like, I wouldn't stay friends with someone like based on their looks. Like, they have to be fun to, it'd have to be like an actual friendship. Like, I'd have to be, have fun hanging out with them.
The initial question you asked sounded like, can you be friends with someone ugly?
That's why
That's what I
kinda
thought,
confused.
yeah.
I think that was the initial question, and then he walked it in a different direction.
I did not write that down.
Well, I thought what he
hot
was,
to be friends with me.
I thought what he was saying was like, can you be friends with someone that like is really pretty, but you have someone that you're already together with, like really attractive? I thought that's what the question was. Is that what the question was?
That's a valid question. Where it's like, can you be?
Let's go down that
friends
route.
with someone that's
Can you be friends with someone who's attractive and like also be in a relationship?
Were you friends with them first, or did you go out and become friends with them while you're in the relationship?
that's also a good question.
I mean, for me, like
Let's just
it was friends first.
I think no matter what, I mean, to be in a relationship, like if you meet someone new and you think, you know, they're good looking, that shouldn't sway you to like get out of the relationship. You know what I mean? Like, you're with someone for a reason. Where
Yeah.
It's like,
True.
yeah. So I think, yeah, obviously, yes, you have to be, if you're in a relationship, you can't just be like, you can be friends with someone attractive, quote unquote, but like, there's no way you can be like, oh, they're like, oh, they're hot or whatever. Like, you just be like, oh, it's just another friend. You know?
I think I agree. But I was thinking of like in terms of a scenario where like, for me, the girl is mad about my friend. Like, if I was friends with the friend first and like this is under the guise that they're attractive, the girl might have a problem with me being friends with someone attractive. If I was already friends with them and like I'll be honest with myself if I have any attraction to them. Like my female friends, I don't. They're my friends. They're the same as you guys. If they have a problem with someone who I was already friends with, it's a no-go. Like, you can't really, like, start kicking out my friends because you have a problem with them. Unless it's a serious problem. But if there was, like, someone new who was, like, attractive and, like, we all know when someone's attractive. And so if I made a new friend who's attractive and my girl had a problem with it, I'd probably be like, yeah, like, I don't really need this new friend. I'll respect that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Interesting. What if it's like work?
If it's a coworker, like, I'm not going to ignore them at work, but maybe, like, I wouldn't plan hangouts with them, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to quit my job.
Yeah.
Would you leave now?
That's actually interesting. I feel like because people easily could be like, nah, fuck whoever said that. Like I'll hang out with who I want to. Like it doesn't mean anything. So that's interesting. I think that's respectable. Like where it's like, you know what, you're right. You know, I would if I were in the same position, I'd feel a little, you know, insecure too and whatever. And maybe I wouldn't. So like I just like out of the sake of our relationship and just like whatever's not a big deal. I'm not even that good friends with them. I just won't talk to them.
Yeah,
that's interesting. I think it kind of depends on the situation, but for sure I could see a scenario where like, you know, that could be plausible. It wouldn't be like that bad of a thing. But at the same time, like if it's someone you're a coworker with, you're like, they're cool, they're fun. And like they play video games or something with you, or like, I don't know, whatever, and just hanging out with like other people. Like there's like, you just got to kind of deal with that. And like, you got to trust. So.
Yeah. I mean, I'm also a person who like, I would not cheat. Like if I want to break up, I'm going to break up. So like they have nothing to worry about, but I could see a scenario where I'd be like, that would be a friend that I would not go out of my way to make, rather than I'm not going to drop friends.